hot, half cold, you can hear it. To get the desired temperature for a normal shower, it just starts pulsating. So, well, I'd like to figure out how to get this off some more. Oh, okay. Hey everybody, welcome to the Concrete Homestead. Thanks for joining us. Hit that subscribe button and like button. And today we're doing something a little different. It's the end of January in Ohio, 2022. Very, very cold out. And if you watched my previous videos, we were living in the camper for a while. And now we're living in a rental house. And got some plumbing issues in this rental house. And the owner has asked me to work on this stuff. It is so cold out there on the homestead. Now's a good time to be inside working. So today we're going to work on the shower. And we also, which I've already done, I should have videoed that for you, and I just didn't think about it. And my wife suggested I make a video of all the plumbing I've been doing in this house. So this last 3 days, 3.5 days, I've been replacing the plumbing 100%, the fresh water, hot and cold, and the waste line had already been done by somebody else previously years ago. So I went ahead and used the PEX. Went really good. I should have took some videos. I'll go down in the basement later and show you everything I did down there, but I'm going to show you what's wrong with this here shower, and then we'll get at it here. So the shower is pulsating. So I don't know if it'll show up on video, and there is very little pressure. So here's the tub. That's the hot. Okay, there's the mixed, and but that was the cold. And there's the mix. So now I'm going to turn the shower on, and hopefully it shows up on video. So let me turn on hot all the way. Not a lot of pressure. There it is. Okay. When I go to half hot, half cold, you can hear it. To get the desired temperature for a normal shower, it just starts pulsating. Now, it doesn't do it so much on pure hot, right? Okay, there's pure hot. There's half hot, half cold, and there's cold. So it tells me something is going on in there. I'm pretty sure there's a piece of rust stuck in there. It's been doing this for about 6 months, and now that I replaced all the lines in the basement, they were old galvanized pipe. I'm pretty sure there's a piece of rust stuck in that diversion thing, box, let's call it, diversion, whatever, unit that mixes the hot and the cold for the shower. Because, FYI, I've already worked on the kitchen sink, and I'll show you that. We were having no hot come out hardly at all, very, very slow. So I knew it was the faucet, so I went to Lowe's and bought a new faucet for the kitchen and put that in, and that fixed the problem. When I tore out the old one then, after investigation, I found a big piece of rust stuck on the hot side. So technically, I wouldn't probably had to buy one. So this, I'm not gonna go buy anything till I'm see if I can fix this and get the rust piece out of it. So we'll shut this off. I gotta go down in the crawl space and turn the water off to the shower and take this apart. I'll be back. Okay, we're in the basement now. There's a furnace. I'll just take you over here and just use this for storage. So, right here is where the water comes in from the street. This is a in-town house, so we have city water. So there were 4 kinds of pipe down here when I started. Galvanized steel. There was some copper over here around the water heater. There's a water heater, electric. There was some CPVC also, and there was some PEX where there had been some remodeling. So I made the choice. I could do copper, but it's just really, really expensive. And for this rental house, didn't want to spend the money on that. So I went with the PEX, and it's not the PEX A. I just got this cheap tool that crimps the fittings here. So I've replaced everything from here out. So here's where it comes in. Shut the water off and then took all this apart, and this was all galvanized. So this old water softener was in here, and it was hooked up right here where I have this U coming out, and I plugged it in. We hadn't used it. It hadn't been used for 6-7 years or longer. Plugged it in. I couldn't get this old water softener working. We're gonna trash it. It's from the 70s, I'm sure. Water heater seems to be working good. I don't think it's over 20 years old or newer, so we're gonna go with that. But what I did, if we ever want to, the next owner or whoever wants to put in a water softener, they can just cut this here or right here and tie into the water softener and then go back in. So that's what I did here, planing the head a little bit. And your fresh water comes up, it goes over to the water heater and goes out, and then I kept that copper there. There's no sense in replacing all that copper. And then there's your red, and then I got a T here going to the outside spigot, and that would not be soft water ever, and then everything else will be soft. So I'll just follow pipes along. All this was galvanized. There's the natural gas galvanized. I didn't want to touch that, so that stays. And then this hot and cold goes over to the washer and dryer, and then everything comes down here and goes over to the bathroom area, and then this hot and cold go over to the kitchen sink. So right here is kitchen sink. I put a couple shut-off valves in there if you ever want to shut them off. And then I put 3/4 going to the outside water spigot and replace that with a frost-free spigot. And I put a shut-off valve there. So that's all in this area. Then we'll follow. It goes over. It's above this duct. Oh no, there it is. Okay, elbows over and goes into the crawl space. So I'll go in the crawl space now and shut off the shower so I can work on that. And right here is my pile of old galvanized I took out. And I also took out some CPVC. I need to get, that'll be recycled in the metal pile. I need to get it out of here. And the CPVC is not good for much. I'll save some of it, but all the fittings are glued, so that's all trash. I'm under the crawl space now. Sorry about the shadows, but I got a headlamp on. So here's the water line coming in. Did all this. And then somebody that had remodeled before had PEX to here to the new shower. I'm going to shut this off. That's off, going to the shower, the hot. And I'm going to shut this cold off so I can go work on the shower. And that will also shut off the toilet. We won't be able to go to the bathroom while I'm working on this, but we'll get her back on here pretty soon. Okay, now we're going back up to the tub shower. Okay, got the water shut off to the shower. First thing is turn it on and see if anything comes out, just to drain the lines. Nothing's coming out. Okay, this is American Standard. So I've already removed this plug. That was one thing I didn't know. There's a little plug there. When I put it back in, I'll show you, but took that out. Now I got to get an Allen wrench in there to take this off. Okay, it's 3/32 Allen wrench. Fits right in there. And I shouldn't have to take the set screw 100% out. There. Okay, see the set screw is still in there. So we got that. Also, I have the drain cover over it so I don't lose any screws or anything down there. Okay, now I'm going to pull this out. and just observe. There seems to be no particular specific way that goes. So wait, yeah, there, okay, maybe there is, but that's second. Now I have to take off these 3 screws, I think. I hope, we'll see. Okay, I got the screws out, and that comes right out. The words were on the west side for my own information, and then this came out. So, well, I'd like to figure out how to get this off some more. Oh, okay, that comes off just like that. There's 3 knobs that, and the words to that were up. Okay, now there's my screws to give me more room to work in. I gotta take off the decorative cover. I'll do that now. Okay, those 2 screws and then this decorative cover comes off. See, I suspect there's rust built up in this distribution thing. So we're gonna take that apart next and then inspect it. Okay, took the 3 screws out. I'm gonna use this paint can opener to pull that thing. Can't hardly do it with one hand. So I gotta get that out. I gotta put the phone down. Okay, got that out. Now I'm gonna go turn my phone around. There could be a piece of rust behind those screens. That's what, let's see. I gotta get my flashlight and investigate a little bit. Okay, just as I suspected, there's the hot, see the red on the left and the blue on the right. I took out the little screen thing from the hot side on the left, and there's, you can't see it on camera, but there's a huge piece of rust stuck in there. So I'm gonna get a paper clip or a some kind of wire and poke that out and clean this out. Okay, I don't have enough hands. There's all the rust and another piece that I dropped that came out of this. So I'm gonna run this warm soapy water through this, try to clean this out really good, and then do the same thing on the cold side, and then clean up all this diverter with some soapy water. Wish I had some CLR, I don't have any here. And I'm just gonna, this is the problem right here, folks. I guarantee it. So this was full of rust. So it just keeps kind of coming out. Okay, here's the cold side. There's no rust in it. And all I did was go up to the sink and run some hot water through the, after I got that rust out. Okay, after messing with it, I learned this is the hot side again. The cold side would only let me blow air one way through. It's a one-way valve. So the hot had even more rust. Once I got that figured out, I think I got it. I wish I had some CLR, but we're gonna put it back together. So there, I just blew one. Can't get air or water to go through that way. There, that's the way the water goes through, and then it won't let any water go back through this way. So I'm gonna put it all back together. Just gonna rinse this diverter with some warm water. I wish I had some CLR. Okay, got that back in with 3 screws. Just again, look at this, all rust came out of one side, that one little, like, one-way valve screen type thing that I pulled out of there. So I got that back in. Now we're gonna put this back in. Oh, I missed a couple steps there, but I put all of this back together the way it was. There was 2 screws for this plate. This plate just snapped in, and this round thing just went in by gravity. So now I just got to put this handle back in. There's my Allen wrench, and go turn the water on. So I'll tighten this up here and turn you back when I test it with the water on. Okay, got it all back together. Everything looks good. There's hot. I'm gonna go ahead and half hot, half cold. Turn on the shower. Normal shower, no more pulsating. Got a huge amount of rust out of that thing. Don't have to go buy anything. I would allow about a half hour for this project, depending on how far away your on-off is in your basement or crawl space and how many times you gotta go down there. But just keep lots of pictures of how you took it apart and how it goes back together, or videos that you can reference back to. So once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the thumbs up. There's how you fix your shower if it's pulsating and there's probably a piece of dirt stuck in there. So go ahead and give it a try yourself. Don't call a plumber. Save yourself a couple dollars. So once again, thanks a lot, everybody. See you on the next one.